Hello, my car loving friends. We are still at work on this BMW, but I've been away for quite a while. And the reason for that is basically, I don't do cold. And here in the Northeast, it tends to get pretty cold. So as soon as it got cold, well, this puppy kind of didn't get much work done. But today I'm gonna catch you up on where we're at with this car, and we're gonna start moving forward on getting this back on the road. So, you know what? Let's get to it. So here is the old block right back there, and we did it all up real nice, and then we found out that we had cylinder damage. So here's the new block. Had to go out, find ourselves a brand new block. This is in absolutely amazing condition, and we'll go underneath here and I'll show you that it's all torn down and basically ready to go. We have the pistons and the rings and all of the rods and bearings and everything else. So we're going to start rebuilding this really soon. But the first thing we're tackling is cleaning out all of this engine stuff. We've got some rust down here. Why not take the time to clean this out before we put it all back together? And you might notice there's no actual transmission right there. Well, the transmission is actually right here. We took it out because this shifter linkage right here was incredibly bad and needed to be repaired. And all the parts are in on that. So we are going to get to this, rebuilding our gear shift probably very soon. And then of course the front grille is removed, needed some work. We also have some rust down here, and these headlight buckets or headlight brackets are completely rusted, and they definitely need some attention. And a bolt right here. So we're going to take these headlight buckets out and de-rust these and make sure they look great. And we want to de-rust as much of this front as we can. You can see those headlight brackets over there on that side are just as bad. But the first thing we're going to tackle is cleaning and de-rusting all of this engine bay. So I think it's time to get to work. Okay, so we're doing a little bit of testing with Core Seal, and this was all rusted out, and we sanded it pretty nicely, and Core Seal essentially knocked all the rust off. It's cleaned up. It looks like there's a little bit of orange over here. We may have to do some sanding and fixing. There was some rust here, and you can see a little bit of the orange here, and right here this was totally rusted. Just a touch after cleaning it off, and it was perfect. Then we applied some Core Seal up here to areas that we really didn't prep very well, and you can see if you don't prep very well, it doesn't really work very well. So we're going to kind of re-sand these, hit them with the wire wheel again, and redo them. I just kind of wanted to get an idea of how much you had to prep these before you use the Core Seal, so I kind of have an idea how much time I have to spend, because the main bulk of this is going to happen down here with the cross member and these areas over here. So I just wanted to know how much do I have to prep these areas in order for the Core Seal to really take hold. So now we know. We really got to pretty much hit them with the wire brush and take off the paint if we want to have the Core Seal work. Now the nice thing about Core Seal is that it is paintable. So it's supposed to be a primer, and once you put it on there, it's primed, you can just paint it. And when you're talking about rust removal on the frame and things like that, well, I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time beautifying it. I want to remove the rust and then paint it so it looks clean and nice. But like I said, this is not going to be a Concours restoration. This is going to be a restoration for a car that I'm going to use on a regular basis. So you know what, let's get to removing the rest of the rust, because I think we want to finish off this engine bay today. car is de-rusted, those headlight buckets are completely ready to go. And the only thing I need to still do is finish that grille, which we're gonna do in the next video. Then you're gonna see me recondition the transmission linkage, and these are the kind of things that you can look forward to. We are also reworking the pistons, and we're going to start putting that engine together, as just about every part that I ordered is in. So this is gonna start to come together really quick, and if you wanna see more about working on this 7 Series BMW, we are gonna have it on the road really soon. You should definitely drop a subscribe in there. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. It really does help us with the algorithm. And the more folks that are watching, the easier it is to make this sort of content. I'm buried so deep in this car, I mean, the only reason why we could possibly be doing it is for the love of cars. My name is Michael Fire Jr., and I know if you're still watching this, you are in it for the love of cars as well. So I will see you in the next one.